everybody. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us on this, the cusp of summer, for our Celtic music concert. We have sourced the most beautiful, heartbreaking, lilting, uplifting, and loving music from around the Celtic globe. We have guests joining us from the band Ulster Landing. We have Karen on fiddle. We have Matthew on guitar. And we are honored to have their skill and musicianship to accompany us this evening. They will also be playing a couple of sets on their own, so you'll get to hear their beautiful music too. We also have special guests to accompany us on various pieces. We have Polly on piano, David on hand drums, and Kim is going to join us on tambourine on one of them. Joining the Sounds of Stow chorus for this concert is a project-based treble choir called Artemis Circle. Raise your hands if you're in Artemis Circle. And we welcome their beautiful voices into our fold. Celtic music is folk music of the Celtic nations. So when you think of the Celtic nations, the first ones that come to mind are Ireland, Scotland, Wales. But surprisingly, it also comes from the Isle of Man, from Cornwall in England, Brittany in France, and some of the traditional music of Spain and central Portugal, also as far away as the Faroe Islands between Iceland and Norway. It has a very strong oral tradition, and it's been passed down Shano style from mouth to ear for many generations. Of course, now we have the sheet music and we have recordings, which helped us all learn our parts, so that was brilliant. There's a lot of a cappella singing, which is singing without accompaniment, and you'll hear some of that this evening. Celtic music has had a profound impact on some of the music in the US, and most notably for bluegrass and country music. As Celtic people emigrated abroad to the US and Canada, their music and traditions spread along the east coast of America, Boston and New York, and it also greatly influenced the music in Canada's Newfoundland, Cape Breton, and Prince Edward Island. Christina's music choices this evening bring a lot of different Celtic styles to you. So we're going to hear a Celtic adjacent working song about fishermen on the River Thyme, and that's called Keel Row. And you can listen to the different voices doing row, row, row. We have political songs like the Skye Boat song and Charlie is My Darling from Scotland, and that of course is about young Charlie who had to be taken away to the Isle of Skye and kept safe until it was his time to come back and rule in Scotland. We have Celtic-inspired songs like Voice on the Wind by Canadian composer Sarah Quartel, and an art song, Come Again, Sweet Love, by Irish-born Renaissance composer John Dowland. You'll also hear the rousing reels and jigs that'll get your foot tapping and your heart racing. Many hands are needed to put on an event such as this, and we appreciate the Sounds of Stow volunteers and leadership, as well as the singers and instrumentalists who work so hard to bring these concerts together. Thank you also to Stow TV. They're doing a recording this evening, and we'll see it on YouTube soon. This concert is supported in part by the Mass Cultural Council, as administered by the Cultural Councils of Stow, Bolton, Hudson, Acton, Boxborough, and Littleton. And if you'd like to further support us, please consider a contribution to the Sounds of Stow. You can donate on our website, soundsofstow.org. Please enjoy this special performance. I leave you with a cúpla focal oscailga. I did not swear at you there. That just means I'll tell you a couple of words in Irish. Fáilte a carja, welcome friends, agus banach thiagriv, and may blessings be upon you. Enjoy the music. Here's Barbara Jones, our director.
Thank you, Judy. That was very, very informative. And I just want to welcome everyone, especially our guest musicians and guest singers who haven't been here before. This is a traditional celebratory event, this concert, that has occurred every year for nearly half a century. We started very small with the parochial requirement that in order to participate, you had to live in Stow. But we very quickly expanded participation to anyone who wished to join us in song. As with any tradition, certain elements remain while change should occur for the tradition to remain vital and alive. In the longevity column, may I ask to see the hands of those who sang when the group first began in the 1970s, a group of 12 singers who gathered just for the spring event under my very unsteady leadership in 1978. Any time in the 70s or 80s. I know there are many more, but that is just amazing to me. Also, in all those years, we've had only 2 accompanists, and the accompanist is a very important and under-recognized position. The founder, co-founder of the Sounds of Stow, Ernest Goldman, and Polly Oliver, so thank you. We've also had 1 director, and at least for the Springfest concert, 1 venue, which is here. This very space that we perform in is traditional, but it's undergone many changes, thank heavens, that make it a far better performance space than it was in the past. Most of you are aware of how that humble group from the 70s, over these decades, has evolved to present 2 concerts a season with full orchestra, major soloists, repertoire ranging from Monteverdi to modern, including premieres of new works. I do hope that after your exposure that you consider joining us either here or there for our November and hopefully March presentations, as well as Springfest next year. And I would also want to mention that we've performed last year and this year as well up at Gartan Hill, the fabulous new performance. So there are lots of opportunities. In the tradition of healthy change, today's concert is under the full direction of my most able assistant, Christina Kennedy. Christina joined the group in November of 2008 and has been invaluable to me ever since. A trained and talented musician, both instrumental and choral, she's led sectional rehearsals and full rehearsals in my absence, and acted as general manager of all things technological for the group, a huge job in and of itself. Today, she leads a wonderful program that she conceived, constructed, staffed, and rehearsed, continuing the tradition of maintaining that which is good and valuable, but allowing for change as well. You will all enjoy this wonderful program as much as we all have clearly enjoyed learning and performing it. I hope to see you all again, either there or there, in November and March. Meanwhile, welcome to this amazing podium, Christina.
just have to make a quick correction to the program. So I forgot to give the arranger of this next piece to the wonderful person, David Gray, who put the program together. So I would be remiss if I did not announce that Le Semeur is arranged by the incomparable George Emlem, who is a local composer, conductor, arranger, song leader, everything. And he ran Rebels for more than 30 years. So I just wanted to point that out.
There was a lad was born in Kyle, but what na day, oh what na style. I doot it's hardly worth the while to be say nice with Robin.
Robin was a roving boy, ranting, roving, ranting, roving. Robin was a roving boy, ranting, roving, Robin. Our morn and Thyme was here, was 5 was a roving boy, Captain in roving, Robin. He'll pay his fortunes great and small, the Lion of He'll be a credit to us all, we'll all be proud of Robin. Robin was a roving boy,
Good afternoon, everyone. My colleague Karen and I were in a group called Ulster Landing. For sometimes a quartet, sometimes a trio. Today, you're getting the duo version. Just a little word on the music we're playing today. We just did a set of jigs. The first one was called The Blarney Pilgrim. The second one that we seamlessly went into was called The Lilting Banshee. So we did it in a style that you would have heard most definitely at any rural pub in Ireland. On an afternoon just like this, we would be playing these tunes, probably joined by a few other people, but it's just us. A note on the instrument that I'm playing, it's a mandolin. Karen is playing a violin. It's literally the same tuning. The instruments are the same. On mine, I'm playing with the mandos, the hands, okay? Karen is playing with a bow. Exactly. Oh, yeah. Do you want to say something? Karen, everyone.
Thank you, Matt. Well, in homage to the many Celtic regions that we heard mentioned earlier, our next tune is a set of Breton dances from Brittany in the northwest of France. There's a type of long line dance. Everyone joins hands and does very repetitive, sort of trance-like even motions to these tunes, and I think you'll understand once you hear them. I like the title of the first dance. It's actually called St. Patrick, so we have a nice crossover from Ireland to Brittany. you. Continuing our circuit of the Celtic regions, we're going to go to Scotland for a brief moment and play you a beautiful tune called Craigieburn Wood.
So we started with jigs, we did some little slow dances, and then we did a little Scottish waltz. And here's something I don't hear that often, but we should hear more of. It's Irish polkas. That's right. You heard me correctly. The Irish polka. These particularly upbeat pieces are a set by a gentleman named Vinnie Kilduff, who I believe was a piper. Let's do it. So it's a set of three. You'll hear the differences most likely.
From
Thank you. Those were more jigs with the mandolin and the fiddle. We do these twice each. And we have another set of traditional dance tunes, some more reels for you. These are called Within a Mile of Dublin, The Morning Star, and The Silver Spear. Thank you. We have one more tiny little set of tunes. Unlike the tunes we have played so far, all of which are 100 to 300 years old, we're not really sure in some cases. These are new. These belong to the 21st century. They're by an Irish supergroup called Lunasa, whom you may have heard before. And we like these tunes so much that we stole them and learned them and are going to play them for you today. You'll hear a short prelude before we play these reels for you.
So while the sound of Stow is filing back in, hint, hint, let me take this opportunity to just say a huge thank you to Barbara for my opportunity to work with this group this time. It's been an absolute blast working with both groups. And to our very fine musicians over here, to Karen and Matt, weren't they wonderful? And Polly and Dave, our professionals. And a ginormous thank you to you all, the audience, for coming out today and hearing us perform. So give yourselves a round of applause.
company, and of all the harm that e'er I've done, alas, was done to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be with you all.